What's up, y'all? Welcome to Shay's Tube, and thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Today, y'all, is January the 22nd, 2024. Today is Monday, and I hope you guys had a great beginning of your work week. My day went pretty good, except for the allergy. I'm still dealing with it, but I still had a good day, y'all. I still had a good day, because a lot of people are going through a lot of things, so I'm not going to complain, you know. Um, hmm. Welcome to Shay's Tube. I don't know if I just said that, but welcome to Shay's Tube again, and welcome to all my new subbies. I think now, guys, I have like 14 something subscribers now, and I'm getting closer and closer to my watch hours. I mean, it's taking so long just to get those 100 and something watch hours. I mean, it's crazy how long it takes. But anyway, it's a blessing, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad to almost reach, my hours and everything, and just get more and more subbies. So like I said, it's a good thing. It is a blessing. So welcome to all my new subbies, and thank you so much for joining Shay's family. And thank you to all my subbies that's been with me for the longest. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Y'all, don't forget tonight to thumbs up this video if you enjoy this content. Also, hit the bell notifications so you can be notified of any upcoming videos, and subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed. So again, like, hit the bell notifications, and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. All right. So let's go ahead and do the Copyright Disclaimer Act. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, research, and etc. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area of this video. It will be in the comment area, and part of it is scrolling across that banner. All right? All right. So tonight, guys, we are going to be going over some recent stories dealing with Gotti and Keefe D, and just a lot of other little information I got for you guys. And then tomorrow I'll do an actual topic. I don't know if I want to do the child support topic or another one. I don't know for sure, because I got another juicy lie for you guys too. I got to get everything together though, because I actually want to do a split screen so it can make it more interesting instead of me showing my camera on my phone. So I want to talk about this week. I'm going to do 5 people who was either they were unalived on social media, or either they saw somebody get unalive on social media. And so I'm going to do that sometime this week. I don't know exactly which day, but I will do it because I got to get everything together and let you guys see. I guess those are reenactments. I don't know. Let you guys see that, and some actual video footage and stuff. So we're going to do that this week as well. All right. But tonight, like I just said, we are going to go with some breaking news concerning Gotti and concerning Keefe D, and some other little breaking news. And I even got some breaking news on Nipsey. Okay. I should basically start off with that first. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Nipsey Hussle. So I was reading it. Actually, I was reading about it. I think that was like yesterday. And I think it was concerning, I can't exactly remember what it's concerning, but I'm going to tell you guys about that in a minute. All right. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to go over that one with you in a minute about Nipsey. But right now I'm just going to go over the Gotti information, okay, that I got. And this is basically with Gotti, because I don't do conspiracy theories over here, okay, or speculations and all this other stuff. I like to have actual facts when I tell you guys stuff. So certain information over here, I'm not going to tell you guys about it unless I know for sure it's true. I forgot to tell everybody in the chat, not in the chat, but in the bushes, welcome to Shay's Tube. Everybody who watches this video on the replay, welcome to you. And Carl is here. Thank you so much for showing support tonight. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. And good night, Carl, because I know you sleep. And have a good day tomorrow at work. And thanks for checking out all my other videos too, Carl. All right. So let's go ahead and do this. So the information that I have is about Yo Gotti, who made his first public appearance since his brother's unaliving. Um, so let's go ahead and talk about that real quick. And this is according to Newsbreak, and it's all over the internet. So anywhere you can find it, basically. And it's also according to Hot New Hip Hop. All right. So Yo Gotti, y'all, made his first public appearance since the unaliving of his brother, Big Juke. Okay, on Friday night in Detroit at 42 Does concert at Little Caesars Arena. All right. On stage, he appeared to be wearing a bulletproof vest under his shirt. Clips of the performance are circulating on social media. Juke was shot and unalive outside a Memphis restaurant last weekend when DJ, how you pronounce this name? Akamis, I forget how you say that. Anyway, when he shared a clip of Gotti's appearance, many fans were surprised to see him back to work this quickly. Somebody said the Wigga just buried two of his family members and out here on stage. I know a Wigger grieved differently, but what the F, one user wrote. Another complained about people being insensitive about the situation in the face of the tragedy. I can't believe people so insensitive in the comments, like they really know these famous people, like he unalive in front of his family. Have some respect. Karma spin the bin for us all. They commented. Yeah, I don't understand how people act like um, they know these people either, because you really just don't. You know what I'm saying? We're just basically reading, newspaper articles or you know things on social media or watching YouTube videos, watching conspiracy videos and things like that. That's what we're basically doing. So we don't really know these people. So that's exactly why I don't, you know, get up here and do say bogus stuff because I don't know these people. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm just going to report it just like the regular news will and just basically go a little bit further and just talk about it. Now, as far as, some people saying that he shouldn't be out there as quick performing, honestly, people deal with grief the way they want to. You know what I'm saying? Just because you may not feel like you would go out and do a concert and make a public appearance after your sibling or somebody gets unalive, it doesn't mean that another person would handle that the same way because everybody handles stuff differently. You know what I'm saying? So it's unfair to trip out because he came out so quickly after his brothers unaliving because again everybody deals with grief in their own way. And who are we to say how somebody should deal with it? You see what I'm saying? Some people don't express grief, the same way that others do. And so maybe him coming out, doing this concert, being there, showing support, maybe that was a way to get through what happened to his brother. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, we can talk if we want to. We can give our opinions, but honestly, again, who's to say how somebody should deal with, a family member being unalive? So here's a picture of him on stage in Detroit. Let me show you guys. Okay. So anyway, they said fans are not the only ones who have spoken out in the wake of Juke's unaliving. Rick Ross also called for an end to gun violence in a message on social media. He said, I flew out of Houston 3 a.m., got back to Miami. I'm headed to an event titled 5,000 Role Models. We're acknowledging the young leaders, the young kings, our young brothers. We gotta empower the brothers. And while I'm speaking on this, our brothers in Memphis, I need y'all to know there is only one way to wisdom and wealth. Okay. And that's through each other. You understand? Through each other. Put the ski masks down. Put the guns down. Let's embrace each other now. Let's show that love. Let's show that love. Rest in peace to all of our good brothers. And that was from Rick Ross. Okay. Anyway, let's read a couple of these comments in the comment sections regarding this. Nola said, did better staying home. This just show how shook he is from his brother's unaliving. Never needed a vest before, so don't start now. Yes, it's smart, but if you're gonna show you're not scared, the vest says difference. No, I think he's smart to wear a bulletproof vest. So I mean, you don't have to be afraid because you put that on. You don't listen. I don't think a lot of people don't want to get unalive. I don't care how much some people brag and say they don't care about passing on and things like that. A lot of people say that until they're actually put in that situation. And then sometimes when you get in a position where you may pass on, it don't come instantly. Sometimes you catch diseases and stuff and other illnesses that really have you going through some things. You know what I'm saying? So be careful what you say because you just never know. You know what I'm saying? Well, what your future holds. Um, but yeah, wearing a vest to me is not stupid. He's trying to protect himself. He clearly know that somebody is probably trying to, murk him soon. So I mean, why not be prepared? You're stupid if you don't be prepared. If you know that people are out there trying to retaliate or get revenge or just don't like you, why would you be out anyway without being properly, having the proper stuff, just in case? Why wouldn't he? That's dumb, you know. Like even when Big Jook wrote that stuff on his I think Instagram page, I wish he would have, took his words and thought about him and actually thought about him real good because he was telling everybody else to watch their back, but clearly he didn't watch his enough. You see what I'm saying? So we got to make sure that we watch our back, especially if you're in the situation where people are trying to do things to you, point blank. Whether it's in retaliation or because they mad or jealous or you crossed them or whatever the case is. If people are out there trying to, do something to you, you definitely need to be prepared for that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so somebody said they didn't need one when they set up Young Dolph to get unalive. You know, um, a lot of people do think that Juke and Gotti played a huge role in Young Dolph's assassination. Um, I'm not going to tell you guys exactly what I think regarding that. I just know that I know a lot of people was probably involved in that situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe, what the media is telling us. I'm just gonna be perfectly honest. I never did. It's just weird. You know what I'm saying? The whole entire situation. But again, when you involve yourself in certain type of situations, you know, um, here in the world, anything is bound to happen. You know what I'm saying? Anything. And when you're associated with certain type of people and in certain type of environments and doing certain type of activities, you just put yourself right there in the line of fire, honestly. And it's just good if you're gonna do all of this to, try to protect yourself to the best of your capabilities. And that's all I can really say regarding that. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the next one. Sharon said, having that street life will lead you to two places, jail or your grave. When you become successful, it's time to move differently. And the thing about it is, like they always say, you can't take the hood out of people, no matter how much money they get. Well, this applies to a lot of different type of people. You know what I'm saying? Just because people are successful and got money, it doesn't mean that mentality will change. And this is why some of these people like to still hang around, you know, um, the areas where they should not be. Plus, they trying to prove that they're still, down with the people and stuff like that. For me, I think when you become successful like that, I think you definitely need to move differently. You cannot hang out in your old neighborhoods and things like that because a lot of people be jealous, and then just a lot of things be going on, and a lot of these rappers who have been recently, gunned down or whatever the case is, a lot of them shouldn't have been in those places where they were at, point blank. I remember even the other one who had the party, right? Pop Smoke, right? Yeah, I think that's who that was, who had the party, and he told everybody where he was having it at, and then they came, I think two or three people came to his place, and then they was trying to rob him, I guess, and then they ended up shooting him and stuff. You can't be telling people where you're having a party at, or what's your next move. And that's another thing with Big Juke. He was also online telling people what he was getting ready to do. You cannot do this. You just can't. You know what I'm saying? Because you got all types of haters out there, just waiting to get the opportunity to unalive you, to rob you, to do whatever they can. You got to walk around, basically make moves silently. That's what you have to do. You can't be telling everybody what you do. Tell them afterwards. After you leave, the restaurant. He should have told people after he was gone that he was at the restaurant today. Everybody don't need to know that, because you have enemies out there, especially if you have done some things. If you have done some things, and then somebody may be, you know, um, looking for you or trying to retaliate. You know, so you got to watch your back at all times and just not tell people, certain information about your whereabouts, how you move, because you never know who may be listening. You never know who is really not on your side. You just don't know. People be telling stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then people be setting people up. So let's go to read the next one. Somebody said, it's very sad we have to hurt one another. God is love. Unaliving others will still not bring your loved ones back. And I don't think they will want you all to continue to do this because they are at peace. I want to believe Dolph is resting in the arms of Jesus. I feel he wants you all to stop the illings here in Memphis in other areas. And then Jada said, hello, the only way for us to rest from our works from preaching the new covenant to all nations is to keep the new covenant. Sabbath day in the Passover are two of the few commands of God. And then she has the biblical scriptures here, which are Hebrews 3rd chapter 18, 19 verse, Hebrews 4th chapter 9 to 11 verse, Matthew 26 chapter 17 to 19 verse, and then 26 to 28 verse. Okay. Kentrell said, man, these clowns in the comments really be on some internet thug life shit, dropping Addy for stating his opinion on some published shit. Long live Dolph. Okay. Okay, so Christian said DJ Academics, I think it's as Academics. DJ Academics, you need to mind your business. You worried about everything and everybody else, but you was heavy on the hush mouth when my friend was calling your sweet ass outside. You need to not speak on anything and untuck your tail, sweet boy. So that's what this person said right there to DJ Academics. Okay. Okay, so Sharon said, I feel this guy should leave the country, spend time in another realm than America. It is too much violence here. Okay. So third, I said, y'all wired in the comments, like how y'all beefing with Gotti over the Dolph situation. Not one of y'all was there, nor do y'all know any individuals involved, nor are y'all involved in the situation yourself. So why are y'all so mad? This mess is funny. That's why Gotti need that vest, cause y'all mad for no reason. Right on. I say the same thing. Then you got somebody saying sacrifice. Cookie Monster said Memphis is a illing field. I would get the F out of there and not look back. Shut the restaurant down to move your family to Cali. Okay, somebody says worse than Cali. That's a day going lie because I live in Southern California. Let me tell you something. The only time, even in Memphis, the only time you're going through situations like this is when you're in certain areas, okay, and you're hanging around with certain type of people. Point blank. I know people who live in Memphis and they don't even come in contact with this type of stuff. Just like out here in Cali, if you want to hang in the hood and be doing hoodish things, like robbing people and just doing weird stuff, illegal things. Okay, then you bound to get yourself caught up in a situation. You got people who live in the hoods and they don't even become in contact with all this type of stuff like that. Because you know why? Because they don't indulge in it. They mind their business. They, do what they need to do, and that's just what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? It's really the company that you keep and the environment that you choose to be in. That's what makes, you be in certain situations. You know what I'm saying? Majority of the time, you do have those special occasions when, you know, um, um, crazy stuff happens anywhere, and just innocent people for real get unalived and or into situations where it shouldn't even happen. But it's not like how people just begin gunned down and assassinated, you know, because of street violence. It's not the same exact numbers in regards to that. Okay, so somebody said if you surround yourself with people who have money, your odds go down though. People in your hometown don't want to see you have nothing. I agree, but also too, again, um, you can move out here to Cali, but you don't need to be out in the hood hanging with people who can put you in a situation where you can get unalive, or caught up in a situation which can land you incarcerated. In other words, it doesn't matter where you go, you just need to make good choices. And when you start being a celebrity, a rapper, whatever the case is, you start making all this money. I don't understand why they be trying to still be down like that. You can be down with your friends and stuff, but hanging all in the hoods and stuff where you got other people out here outside of your friends, and then even sometimes your friends who be jealous and they will set you up. When you have money, you need to hang with people that are basically similar to you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just on everything. Even though some of them you can't trust either, but the thing about it is just, just surround yourself with a better environment and a better group of people so you can decrease your chances of being involved in all these type of weird situations. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's see what else. So somebody said, why do these artists pick the dumbest effing names? They are all clowns. Go back home, because no one I heard of cares about your wannabe rich gangster trash music. Then somebody else came back and said, everyone's heard of Yo Gotti. Nobody heard of you, Andy. You are from Coloma, Michigan. Effing grump, be quiet. Okay. And then spiritually, my left said, oh, effing, well, they killed, excuse me, they unalived my boy Dolph. I was waiting for when one of his folks got. I like Gotti, but I love Dolph. And what they did to Dolph, I hate to say it, but that's what they get. And it was all well needed. He feel that deep pain Dolph family and fans felt. Eye for eye, duh. Okay, so Black Empowerment said, how can you perform when your brother just passed on? He'd rather get money than to grieve. Nobody can perform and maintain themselves unless his brother was someone he really didn't care for. They show us one thing, but in reality, it's something else. I call it sacrifice. All right. And then somebody else said, I'm from NYC. We love Dolph Yo Gotti trying to suck Jay Z's, you know what. So these people be writing all types of weird little comments in this comment section, y'all. But anyway, that's going to be it with those comments for that article. And of course, if I get any more information about um, Gotti, I'll let you guys know. And I did look up some information to see if I got anything regarding his brother's unaliving. And like I said, I didn't see anything that I can actually prove. You know what I'm saying? Like evidence. I saw a lot of conspiracy stuff and what people's personal opinions are and stuff, but nothing that I wanted to basically elaborate on my page. But if I do get some real information, I will let you guys know. And you can definitely count on that. All right, let's go ahead and do the next story, y'all. These people are absolutely weird. These people. Listen, y'all. What is wrong with people? For real, for real. Okay, listen to this story. 3 Kansas City Chief fans found frozen outside home of friend who had no knowledge of their unaliving. I mean, come on now. Okay, let's see. It says a Kansas City, Missouri homeowner whose 3 friends' frozen bodies were found in his backyard 2 days after they gathered to watch a Kansas City Chief game had no knowledge of the tragedy unfolding in his backyard earlier this month, according to his attorney. The Kansas City Police Department told Fox News Digital that they do not suspect foul play in the unaliving of 38-year-old Ricky Johnson, 36-year-old Clayton McGreeny, and 37-year-old David Harrington. Friends and family members of the 3 men say that they had all gathered at a friend's house to watch the Kansas City Chief game against Los Angeles Chargers on the night of January the 7th. The Kansas City Police Department announced that the men's bodies were discovered at 9:51 p.m. January the 9th after one man's fiancee requested a welfare check. One man's body was found on the back porch of the home on the 5200 block of Northwest 83rd and Terrace, while the other 2 men were in the backyard. The men had apparently frozen to DEATH. That is some crazy stuff, okay? And they said this case is not being investigated as a homicide, and there have not been any arrests or charges, and no one is in custody. There are no specific threats or concerns for the surrounding community at this time. Okay, and they said the people that lived at the house was cooperative with detectives the day the deceased were discovered. I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, they said it is also unclear whether alcohol or drugs were involved in the men's unaliving. So they're going to do toxicology reports, which will be available within the coming weeks. Okay, so they just didn't know these men were out there or anything. I'm thinking they probably was a little drunk because I mean that's kind of odd. You know what I'm saying? Very odd. So let's read a couple of these comments right here. Deborah said, I do not care how in the world people in my backyard and I do not know. Cars in my front and you do not go check around your house. This does not sound good. Okay. Another commenter said, nothing adds up. 3 grown men just freeze to, you know what, in the yard. They couldn't walk somewhere and get help. No phones to call for help. If they were drunk, you know what I'm saying? If they were drunk, that could be a possibility of why they could not go and get help. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I mean, I don't understand either how they could have just been in the backyard and just froze to death. I mean, come on now. You can just walk out of the backyard and go somewhere else. That's crazy. I'm thinking they probably was high on some type of drugs or either drunk off alcohol because I can't see it. Because when people get intoxicated, they basically be tripping out and stuff, then you can see how a person can possibly just remain in that one space and end up freezing to death. And it was so cold anyway, so it probably didn't even take that long or anything. Let's see. In the article, they said their cars were out front So somebody said, why didn't they go get into the car for the heat, even if they never drove anywhere? I'm telling you, I'm thinking they probably was intoxicated because it don't add up. It's not like they were stranded out like in some woods somewhere or out in the desert and they just didn't have nowhere to go. They're in their friend's backyard, and if they had cars up in the front, all they had to do was walk around to the front. So that makes me think either they were intoxicated or high for drugs, or something else was going on that prevented them from, being able to go get in a car or to leave point blank. Let's see what else people are saying. Somebody said apparently they were incapacitated somehow as the hours went on and the temperature dropped. So did core temperature, and they passed out from something. This is what somebody said could have happened. And then somebody else said fentanyl. And I think, like I said, either they were on, excuse me, y'all, either they were on some type of drugs or either they were intoxicated. I just don't see it, especially, just being in the backyard. Come on now. So I'm thinking that, it was some drugs or alcohol involved in this situation that led to them being frozen to DEATH. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking because it just don't even add up. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, my condolences are expressed out to their families and friends, and may they rest in peace. And these are the three men right here. Let me show you a picture of them. Yeah, these people probably was high on something, or either drunk. All right, so let's turn it off. Okay. So let's go ahead and go to the next story, y'all, because we're not going to be on here that long tonight. I got to take a shower and stuff, and. Okay, let's go ahead. So y'all, Boosie Badass calls out the LGBTQ community. He said y'all done bullied the whole world. All right, let's see what he's saying here. So he said he believes the LGBTQ community has bullied straight people into feeling ashamed of their sexuality, though he claims to not be intimidated by any of it. The outspoken rapper shared his thoughts during an Instagram Live on Sunday, January the 21st, directly calling out queer folks by saying he won't be silenced for speaking up for straight people. He said, no, GAY shit, bro, y'all bullies, bruh, he said. I guess I'm the only one who speak up for straight people, so I am gay. Anybody who speak up for straight people, y'all say gay. Shit be crazy. Y'all done bully the whole world. Athletes, rappers scared to say they straight. Rappers and athletes scared to even say they like women. They scared they're gonna get bullied, bro. Y'all done bullied the whole world except me. Except me. All right. And then he said, I'll blow y'all asses down. You know me. But y'all done bully all the athletes, all the rappers. They can't even say they like PUSSY. Y'all can come into my life and call me whatever. You can call me that because you know I'm not that. And I'm not cool with it being pushed on the kids. But you can come on my live. I'm going to try to block you, but so many y'all be coming on my live calling me gay just because I don't like DICK. The shit crazy. All right. So that's what Boosie Badass was said over the weekend. Um, and you guys can check that out on X. These people. Let's see if we can hear a little bit of it, y'all. Hold on. Because I don't like dick. No gay shit. Bro, y'all bullies, bro. I guess I'm the only one speak up for straight people, so I'm gay. Anybody who speak up for straight people, y'all say gay.
You crazy. Y'all done bullied the whole world. Athletes, rappers, scared to say they straight. Rappers and athletes scared to even say they like women.
Wow, that's true.
They scared they gonna get bullied, bro. Y'all done bullied the whole world. Except me. Except me. I'll blow y'all down. You know me. But y'all done bullied all the athletes, all the rappers. They can't even say they like pussy.
Okay.
Y'all can come under my live and call me whatever. You can call me that because you know I'm not that and I'm not cool with it being pushed on the kids. But you can come on my live. I'm gonna try to block you, but so many of y'all be coming on my live calling me gay just because I don't.
Because you don't agree with that, huh?
Just because I don't like dick. I mean, shit crazy.
All right. So again, y'all can check out that this little stuff he was saying. You can check that out for yourself on TikTok, or you can check it out on X. All right. But that's the trip. Let's go ahead and read some of these comments real quick. Okay. Nobody said the only ones that should be ashamed is the ones who can't figure out that a man is a man and a woman is a woman, and science says so. All righty now. Um, so another commenter said, I could care less what people choose in their life. Just don't expect me to support it or push it on me or mine. I heard that. I agree. Okay. Somebody else said, never heard of Boosie Badass, but I sure like his thinking. Okay. Okay. Somebody said, I truly don't give a shit about what a washed up nobody says. And then another commenter said, good, then don't vote for Trump for prison. Okay. All right. These people always come back to politics and race. You can always wait for that to come through. Okay. For real, for real. Okay. Dieter said, I'm not intimidated by gay people. I've been around a lot of gays most of my adult life, but they are nothing like today's gays. I don't care how people live their life in the privacy of their own home. All right. So anyway, Boosie Badass spoke his piece, and you guys just heard it here on Shay's Tube, okay? All right, let's go ahead and go to the next story now. So, a college student, y'all, parties for 4 days without realizing he had been shot in his head. That is crazy. Um, he actually thought, y'all, that he had been hit in the head by a rock. He said, I thought it was a stone, a bad joke that someone picked up and threw a rock. 21-year-old Matatias Facia told Global One, if there was a noise, I could imagine what it could be, but I did not hear anything. It was completely normal. Anyway, Facio is a medical student in Brazil. He also said it was like a noise from an explosion when a bomb exploded, but inside my head. And a friend in the group who is a doctor stopped the bleeding. They left. He said he went and took a bath, and then he went to parties. He even swam in the ocean as they parted. As they partied on the beach on December the 31st, 2023, ringing in the new year. After partying the night away, Facio amazingly drove 310 kilometers or about 193 miles back to his hometown. The trip, which normally takes him about 4.5 hours, ended up lasting 7 hours due to traffic. There he met up with some of his friends and did some more partying. He even posted a picture of himself on the beach on January the 2nd with the caption 2424. So this is the dude right here, y'all, so y'all can see what he looked like. It wasn't until the fourth day after being shot that he realized something was definitely wrong. He said, I went to take a nap and woke up with my arm feeling a little off. I could I could feel my fingers moving, but I didn't have the confidence to pick up anything. So he went to the hospital where doctors performed a CT scan and discovered he had a 9 millimeter bullet in his head. The bullet was compressing the brain in an area close to the region responsible for the movement of the right arm, causing irritation. Neurosurgeon Flavio Falcomento explained. Okay. Falcomento added that Facio was lucky to have not suffered much more serious damage, such as paralysis, leakage of cerebral fluid, meningitis, or even unaliving. Okay. After 2 hours of surgery, he stayed in the intensive care unit for 2 days. Facomita says that in 20 to 30 days, he will continue with his normal life. The bullet that was extracted from his brain was sent to police, but they are pretty sure they won't be able to find out where it came from as there were no reports of any shootings in the area that day. That is crazy. And doctors and nurses who saw the dude could not believe, that he was walking around all that time, going to parties, doing the most with a bullet in his head. He spent 4 days with a bullet in his head, and he did not feel anything. They said that's is unimaginable. And then somebody said then they said he was born again. We can celebrate Matthew's birth twice. All right. So that's a tripped out story. I can't imagine him, walking around and not with a bullet in my head. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know though at that time, but I'm just saying he didn't get no type of feelings or anything because it didn't, I guess because where it went to, the part of his brain it went to, that's tripped out to be able to have a bullet in your head and don't really know. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see what some comment says. Somebody said they think it's the adrenaline that keeps people from feeling pain. But in this case, this guy was on drugs and that explains that. Okay. Okay, somebody said what is insane is this friend, the doctor, cleaned and bandaged the wound, but could not tell the difference between a rock and a bullet wound. I wish all his future patients luck. Then somebody else said their aunt was shot in the head while driving down the road and thought she just had a headache. Later found out she got shot in the head by a 22, which is crazy. Okay, but anyway, I'm glad he was okay. He's okay and stuff, and they got the bullet out and everything. That was a tripped out news article, though. You know. So let me go ahead and tell you guys about Keefe D real quick. Wait, let me see what this is. Okay, let's do this. Wait a minute. Hold on for 1 second. Y'all got to get this article. So anyway, y'all, in regards to Keefe D, according to Newsbreak in Hollywood Unlocked, Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, man charged with rapper Tupac Shakur's unaliving, he ditches his public defender for a private lawyer. Okay? Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, the accused in the Tupac Shakur murder case, has opted for new legal representation. He recently filed paperwork to replace the special public defenders with a private, practical criminal defense attorney, Carl E.G. Arnold, based in Las Vegas. Both Davis and his previous lawyer signed the form, signaling the change in counsel. Charles Kano, the Chief Deputy Special Public Defender for Clark County, confirmed the substitution of counsels and directed all further inquiries to Mr. Arnold. We signed off on the substitution of counsel today. All future questions regarding this case should be directed to Mr. Arnold. Okay? Let's see what they're saying in the comment section, y'all. So somebody said I'm laughing hard about this dude's predicament that he wanted headlines and decided to put himself in the middle of this. Ever hear the old saying, loose lips sink ships? Well, he just sank the Titanic. All right. So I guess he's not broke since he's hiring 2 lawyers, I believe. And I'm pretty sure they're super expensive, you know. So I guess he does have some money somewhere. Okay, somebody said if he was in the car, he is just as guilty as the dude who pulled the trigger. That's how it works in America. Sad but true. It's not really sad because the thing about it is that he is the one who said he handed the GUN to somebody in the back, to his cousin or nephew or whatever, you know. So if you do all that and that was the weapon that was used to unalive the person, you know, in this case Tupac, then of course he should be held accountable as well. He's like a what is it called, accessory? What do you call that? Accessory, I think, to the crime, because he sat there, you know, in the car, encouraged it, you know. He even said he would did it himself if he would have been on, I guess, on the other side or whatever the case it is. So he handed the weapon to his nephew. He tried to hand it to the other 2, but they didn't want to take it. So the nephew took it. So I mean, he's just as guilty because he was in the car. He's the one who got the weapon and gave it to, you know, his nephew, and he was all in it. So why would he be, you know, charged? And then to top it off, he gets up there and tell everybody about this situation, and then write a memoir about it. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Especially when the police just gave you immunity and they told you don't discuss this stuff with nobody. And he thought because it was a long time afterwards, he thought that it was safe to go and talk about it. And that's just crazy. I don't know how people be thinking. If you're going to make an agreement with the police, you need to read about that, you know, so you can make sure you don't do, you know, the wrong things, and make sure you know all your laws and, you know, the things that you can do and things you can't do. Because as soon as they find a little loophole or they see you, you know, mess up just even a little bit, that's when they come crashing down on you. That's crazy. He should have just kept his mouth closed. I said that the other day. Okay, so Paul said, bro, you was running your mouth too much. Fish unalives by their mouth. If a fish would keep its mouth closed, it would get caught. Okay. Somebody said if a fish kept his mouth closed, it's DAD. Okay. I said the same thing. Somebody else said they wondering who paid for the private lawyer on a high profile case after having a public defender. Did he maybe? Questions, lots of questions. I'm saying the same thing. That's why I said he must got some money, because how are you paying for a private lawyer, maybe 2 lawyers? You know, you just had a public defender. And then you did not have the $750,000 to get yourself bail out of jail either. So you was still, you know, you couldn't get out of jail. So how you paying for a lawyer? You know what I'm saying? Where'd you get this money from? Who bought the lawyer for you? For real, for real. Because you didn't have the money for, he did not have the $750,000 bail. So how do you magically have money to pay for a regular lawyer now? You know what I'm saying? It just don't even add up. You know, and who paid it? Who? And I still can't get over the fact that he said that Suge looked straight at him when, you know, they was unaliving Tupac. That's crazy, man. Remember I gave you guys the information the other day when I was talking about it and showing y'all some information and stuff? Yeah, I gave you the information then. So that's crazy. So I'm wondering too, who paid for that lawyer. See, somebody that said the same thing I just said. They said paid for a high profile lawyer but can't meet his bail bond. I said the same thing. It's like somebody pretending to be rich, right? And they need you to give them money. That's makes much sense as this dude right here. You okay? If you could not pay the 750,000 bail, how are you hiring your own private lawyer? How? Where do you get the money from? Because you know lawyers cost a lot. They're not cheap. You know what I'm saying? They're not cheap at all. And for that type of case, no telling how much they charging. You know, and they're definitely not working the other way. That only applies like when you're doing lawsuits and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Where the lawyer, I forgot what they call that when the lawyer go ahead and represent your case, and then once you win, and they only going to represent it if they think you can get a lot of money, you know, and you can win the case because they're going to get their pay from that, you know, just like in a class action settlement, lawsuit settlement, they get their money from that. As a matter of fact, I got to fill out my Verizon one, you know, because they have a lawsuit too, a class action, you know, lawsuit thing going on, and I got to fill it out before February the 14th. Y'all, I got my feet all up on the desk, man. I'm not gonna lie, trying to get comfortable. Try not to itch tonight, okay? Let's see. Somebody said, man, you're going to have plenty of fun in prison. They're going to be trading you around for smokes and sex. That's it. If you live more than a minute or two. I mean, no, they said that is if you live more than a minute or two. He probably will because he probably going to have protection inside of that prison or whatever the case is because, you know, he still is affiliated, if not with the gang. You know what I'm saying? So they'll still protect him and things like that. I doubt he's going to have to be fearing for his safety there because he probably have all types of protection there and things like that. Somebody said, dumbass should have kept his mouth shut. The Las Vegas police department had nothing and he kept talking. Now he's scared to go to prison, right? So, okay, so Rodney said that explains the interview he gave. He's broke and needed money. He had a public defender representative assisting him on such a high profile case in MURDER. My question is, where are all those goons at to help pull you up out of this case? I guess you're not as lucrative as you thought. Them goons, I don't know. Some of them are not even alive anymore. And then you know how I go. People will be your friend and use you to do illegal shit. But as soon as you get caught, they're nowhere to be found. And you be the one paying the price. You know, you'll be the one that's unalive or either incarcerated while they will still be out enjoying life, you know, doing the most and just having fun. And you'll be sitting up there incarcerated or, you know, in a body bag or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? So watch the company you know, you choose to hang around and the people you choose to call friends and associate with. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Let's see. Somebody said, dude literally talked himself into first degree murder charges. Effing goofy. He's a damn clown. You know, I mean, why are you even talking about this case? So let's see. Somebody said this dude ain't unalive pot. He probably going away on a sex charge and copped up for iller cred instead of a pedo. Somebody asked him, what the F are you talking about? So what the dude is talking about, he just basically saying this dude did not assassinate Pac. And he just basically said he's going to prison on a sex charge and that he lied about, you know, all the stuff he was saying just to get credibility instead of being called a pedo. That's what the dude is saying. So Cryptic Mind said, while I have no faith in the police or the federal government any longer, because it's okay to pay someone to unalive someone else and they can pay and get away with it. That's not acceptable. I'm trying to figure out, why did he ever have faith in the police or the federal government in the first place? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so Cryptomine, say it again. So it's okay for famous people to pay people to unalive people for money. And then he came back and said, if you don't arrest Sean Combs, arrested for murder for hire, you are saying it is okay to hire a murderer and have someone unalive for money. Then he came back again and said, so when are the police gonna arrest Sean Combs for murder for hire? Um, if you go by some people on the internet who be talking like they know these people or they know what's happening, you know, according to them, they said Sean Combs is being investigated by the feds. Okay, but I looked that information up myself and didn't see anything regarding that. Okay, so I don't know how true that is. You know what I'm saying? And then some people say Sean gonna be arrested this year. Um, the police say they don't have any reason to arrest him. They're not even looking at him as a suspect. That's the last thing that I read about that. They don't have any proof. Now, if they get some proof, then they may have a reason to arrest him. Somebody said no, they have the bank account link back to him in a money transfer. The thing about it, I don't know. The dude said this was on the news as well. I don't know about that because I haven't heard about that either. And if you're hiring somebody to assassinate somebody, okay, and if you use your bank account or any bank account that's linked to you or any transfers that can link back to you, you need to be caught and put in prison because you're stupid. Okay, and that's just on everything. And I don't believe, even if he, just say if he did do that, I don't think he's that stupid, you know, to use his own any bank account that's linked to him, or to transfer money where it can be traced back to him. I don't think he's that stupid. All right, point blank. Okay, let's see. Let's see. So here we go. Somebody said if you wasn't such an idiotic attention, WHORE, you wouldn't you would have not needed either. But now it's too late, and you probably can't help but to wonder if someone else will come for your life the same way you came for Pac's life, just to get a rep. Okay. And somebody else asked, where did he get the money? And then somebody said he said Tupac is not unalive. And a lot of people are just basically talking back and forth. Yeah, I did hear about those conspiracy things too, about Pac not being actually, unalive. The thing about it though, if he isn't unalive, why don't you guys have real pictures, proof? People are always going around with these conspiracy theories or just plainly lies, and they never ever have real proof of anything. So if people claim that Pac is still, alive somewhere, I'm pretty sure somebody wherever he's at would have seen him and could have snapped a picture. It's so easy to snap pictures of people now without them knowing. You know what I'm saying? It's easy. So I know somebody would have got an actual real picture of him, not somebody who looks like him or want to be him, but the actual person. I actually believe he is unalive. Okay, point blank. Um, and I told y'all what I believe regarding, you know, him being, assassinated. I told you guys who I thought was involved in that, and I'm not going to say it again. You know what I'm saying? And again, the people who are involved, who masterminded everything, they may get away with it, but they're not going to get away with it like they think they are. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, they're going to pay the price. Just like with Dolph, you know, and anybody else they got unalive. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, ordered the hit or whatever the case is. They may get away with it with these humans here on Earth or whatever the case is, but they're not actually going to get away with it like they think. Eventually, you have to pay for what you did. You know what I'm saying? And they will pay, point blank. You always reap what you sow, whether it's good or bad. And if these other people were involved and they did a hired hit or whatever the case is, they will reap it. You know, it doesn't matter. People don't really get away with stuff. It just looks like they do to us, but they really don't. A lot of times you'll see, like when people be doing stuff like that, sometimes things happen to their family members. Sometimes things happen to them in the long run. They catch illnesses, diseases, all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, you reap what you sow in many different ways. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think nobody ever gets away with, things. They just think they do. And then other people may think they do because you don't see them, going through things. You don't see, what happens to them in the long run. You can't go around here doing weird shit and thinking you're never gonna reap it. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit how much money you give to people, how much you help people, how much you give to the needy and all this shit. If you do bad things, you're gonna reap that. Just like if you do good things, you're gonna reap that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful what you do. You know what I'm saying? And who you deal with. And that's on everything. Let me see what somebody said over here. Hey, hey, President Six Dub, how you doing? Y'all check him out and show him some love. All right, tell him shades too, Sachi. So I don't think they'll get away. They may get away with something with people. But they're not gonna get away with it because you're just not. You know what I'm saying? You're just really not. And just think about all these damn serial illers out here who did all these crazy crimes, taking people's lives and things like that. Look how a lot of them turned out. Just go investigate it. You'll see what I'm talking about. You know, much like the devil worshippers, who two of them in particular who passed on, and one of them on his deathbed, he said he screamed out to the doctor, I guess, or whoever, that he made a mistake. Okay, and I can't remember what the other one said. I told you guys that story before, but I don't remember what this other guy said. But I do remember the one who said he made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? And before he passed on, that's what he said. Right. We can't be doing stuff crazy out here. So I don't really worry about. I would like the real people to get, caught and apprehended and pay for, what they did, like going to jail or whatever the case is. But even if they don't, they're gonna pay eventually. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna pay. Some of them probably already paying. That's why so many people be having all these diseases and shit. Family members get murked, all types of stuff. You know what they did to Dolph was just crazy. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I had somebody told me about Dolph right before he got unalive. Okay, told me to listen to him because he was a good rapper. That's what this dude was telling me. And I didn't get a chance to go listen to him because next time when I thought about him, I saw it on the news where he got, assassinated basically, And I don't know. I didn't know him or anything, but I just felt sad when he got, unalive because I just thought, that wasn't, it just, he didn't deserve that in my opinion. He just didn't. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what he rapped about, if he, whatever. I just don't think he deserved it, to be, done like that. Period. Because he was out there trying to help, the people in the area, regardless what I think he was at the cookie shop for, for real, for real. I still say he was helping people. He was doing a lot of good for the community and stuff like that, you know. But, like I said, when you get successful and you start making a lot of money, you got to leave some of the people you hung around with. You have to leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? And start being around people that are basically in the same, economical position you are in. Because if you're rich as ever, right, and you're trying to make it and succeed, and you're hanging around in the hoods and stuff like that, you're gonna be hanging around people who may be jealous, people who want to take things from you, people who may set you up. Now, granted, even in the other side, on the other side, you got people who can be jealous too, and and things like that. But you still see more crimes happening from the other side more than you see it from the other side. You know what I'm saying? So I think when you start making money and being successful like that, just certain areas or certain people you don't need to be around. Y'all remember that dude who got himself unalive, um, because he went to the hood with some girl. What's that dude's name who played on Steve Harvey's show? That young dude then. Of course he would be older now, but I'm just saying when he got murked, he was younger. And I think it happened when he hooked up with some girl and she took him to the hood or whatever the case is, and he got unalive there. That's what I'm saying. You can't be hanging around these people and stuff when you start getting in a certain position and you have a lot of money and things like that. You need to just um, get a better, just be hanging around people that are more like you in the same position, basically. But yeah, it's a shame though. It's a shame that people, take each other's lives, over foolishness, over jealousy, um, over greed, over all types of stuff, and it's just plainly ridiculous. And that's on everything. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next story, guys. And if I do get any more updates regarding Keefe D or Gotti or anything else that I'll be talking about regarding celebrities, I'm gonna let you guys know. All right. So let me go ahead and tell y'all this next. What time is we got? It's an hour and 6 minutes. We got about 20 more minutes, and that's gonna be it. Okay, let's see. Let me just erase these two stories, y'all, real quick, so I won't repeat these. Okay, so y'all remember when I told you guys about that dude named Rashad Jamal, the one? Let me think about the story. The one that I read to you guys a couple of days ago when I said I read an article saying that they were trying to accuse him of kidnapping from jail, I guess. I mean, from prison, 6 people or something like that. I was telling you guys about that the other day, and people were saying that he was set up. He did not do what they accused him of because I think he's in prison for molestation and what else? Molestation and RAPE of a child, I believe. Let me check to see. Well, anyway, I got some updated information on him. Yeah, him. You're right. This dude right here. You're right. That's the one who got murked out there in the hood and stuff with that girl, and she set him up or something. Okay, so anyway, yeah, this is him. Prophet Rashad Jamal bids to be free from child molestation sentence as fears grows for his cult missing members. Now, I think this is still the same story. That's what, when you talk about stuff on Google or you look up information, they send you stuff automatically. So I think this is the exact thing that I went over the other day. We already know that this dude has a what you call that thing, a petition signed to get his case looked into again. So that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to really get out of prison. Okay. Um, let's see what he's saying right here. This is the dude right here. He's a self-titled prophet. Okay. He has some YouTube pages. He's all on social media. And they claim that he's in a cult, though. That's what that he has a cult and he's the leader. But this dude, they claim just be talking about basically conspiracy theories and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But listen, they got proof though. They got proof. That's why they sell cult, because they got proof of some things that he have done in order. And I gave that to you guys the other day. I don't remember exactly everything that I said, but I gave the information to you guys that day. Anyway, he is the creator of the University of Cosmic Intelligence, a YouTube channel which has over 200,000 subscribers, and he boasts tens of thousands of views on each video. So he's making some money while he's in prison as well off those videos. Okay, and he talks about metaphysics, quantum physics, molecular biology, marine biology, geography, to Black history, to world history. That's what he talks about on there, okay? and they claim that he is a cult leader who helped lure St. Louis residents Michaela Thompson, 25, her cousin Michaela Rickerson, 36, Rickerson's daughter Malaya away from their home. He has also been linked to the disappearance of Washington, D.C. resident Naaman Williams, 30, Mississippi resident Gabrielle German, 27, and her daughter Ashton, 3. Okay. So he denied those accusations. He said he just gives his opinion, and that does not make him a cult leader. He also said he have never met these people. All right. But anyway, like I was telling you guys the other day, um, they claim that these people follow his teachings, though. You know what I'm saying? Um, anyway, let me just tell you about him a little bit. So he is a Chicago native. Okay. He moved to Atlanta to pursue a rap career in 2018. In 2020, he released the single God Talk, which amazed more than 300,000 views, and it featured an imagery of him meditating while rapping about being a star in a black God. However, he told the outlet that he became disillusioned with the rap world in Atlanta and wanted to focus on teaching spiritual practices instead. Despite his status as a sex offender, Jamal has been able to gain a devoted online audience of followers. Believers of his teachings have been known to distance themselves from their family, to meditate outdoors without clothes on, and have polygamous relationships. And that's according to USA Today. So they investigated him. I told you they did. They can always be found in the comments or Jamal's social media posts, which he can share with the phone he has in prison. Now, why do he have a phone? Under a petition to free Jamal, several users have written encouragement and urged others to join the cause. Meanwhile, critics have pointed out his crimes and say they hope he stays behind bars. Anyway, in his latest interview, Jamal maintained his innocence and blamed a racist country for fueling the charges against him. He was first indicted in Barrow County, Georgia, on 2 counts of child molestation in charge of child cruelty in 2021. 1 year later, he was arrested and found, and a jury found him guilty after a trial in August. He has been sentenced to 18 years in prison, followed by 22 years of probation. Okay, and he said, when you speak out, they are going to attack you. This is what he said when he was asked about those charges. So, anyway, like I said, I'm not going to read all of this again because I did the other day, but they definitely think that he does know those people who are missing, and they believe that they are part of his cult, period. And they have some type of proof that they are, you know. And then some of the people that belong to his cult are also criminals. Okay, I don't remember what these people did, but I did tell you guys about that in my other live when I was talking about him and stuff. So all of this stuff they're looking at, in and you know what? And those people too who are criminals. One of them in particular said that he follows this dude. You know, so it is what it is. Let's see what else he said here. So this dude makes money by selling spiritual messages where he teaches that Black and Latino people are gods and goddesses. He also believes that people of other races are not from this planet and that the world is controlled by reptilian shape-shifting elites akin to the beliefs of Quanon. I think that's how you pronounce that. In his interview, Jamal compared himself to Jesus Christ, Malcolm X, and Martin Luther King Jr. by saying that people punish others for expressing their beliefs. He maintained that he is not in any way a cult leader. It don't matter what you call me, because at the end of the day, Almighty God knows the truth, he said. All righty then. So anyway, he's trying to get up out of jail or either get his trial looked at again. So we're gonna see how far that goes. So one person in this comment section said, I don't understand how people can be so weak minded and can't think on their own, yet allowing someone to have complete control over them. Such strange behavior. I don't know. A lot of times they attack people, well, not attack, but they usually get people who may be like from broken homes or, like single women and people who may be like sad or weak or whatever the case is, because it's easier to manipulate a person who's already broken or going through something, or just dealing with a lot of different issues, especially if you play like you're their friend and you help them and things like that. Much like some men do, especially some men with money, they will go out here, and some women too, they will go out here and prey upon somebody who is poor, you know what I'm saying? And promise them the world and stuff just to get what they want. And then when they get through using that person, then they push that person to the side and take everything away that they gave them and things like that. It's just a game people play, you know what I'm saying? So, that's what a lot of these cult leaders do. They get weak people, because, just because a person may have a good job or make a little money, it doesn't mean that they're strong mentally. Okay, so people like him, you know, will prey upon people who are weak minded or maybe going through stuff, like I said, single parents or having a difficult time, anything like that. Then they start telling them all this type of stuff. And some of the stuff be sounding like it's damn real. You know what I'm saying? People they be believing these things. And some people will believe anything. And you can see that. That's evident when you go to certain people YouTube pages and they be talking all this shit. And good and damn well that shit they talking about is not true. But yet people believe that stupid shit, and then they be supporting these type of people. You know what I'm saying? That's weird. And a lot of brown people definitely support foolishness. That's on everything. It shows right through YouTube universe. You know, look how many people I got in my chat tonight, and I'm talking about for real issues. But yet you can go to some other people YouTube channel, and they just be talking about foolishness or making up lies, accusing people of stuff that they don't really have evidence to support. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, one day I'm gonna do another trick. I'm gonna do a video, and I'm gonna title it with some bullshit. I guarantee you, everybody is going to come over here to this channel. You know what? I did that once before, but I told people too quick that I was just playing a joke on them. You know what I'm saying? But this time, I think I'm gonna follow it all the way through, because I'm gonna do like a little experiment just to see, because I know what I'm talking about. People love foolishness. A lot of people love foolishness. They rather come to a channel that talks nothing but a lot of BS all damn day. Right, you got that right. That's exactly what they do. They won't go to, like I was over on Brenda's channel earlier today, and she was talking about her contest. The little things that she played, the games, which are fun. Those are fun things to do on your channel and stuff. And you would think a whole bunch of people would be over there, but no, they rather go to foolish channels and listen to the same crap they've been listening to for the last 2 and 3 years, talking about the same people over and over again. I even seen people doing mock damn criminal cases and shit on people that they don't really have real evidence to support with their claims. What the hell is wrong with these people? They think they're polices and private investigators. Don't have one license to even practice anything that they're doing online. This is why you would never see me on my channel putting anyone up for, unless I'm playing like, a fake trial or something like that, fake court or something like that, but not for real, for real. Because honestly, if somebody did me like that, I'm going to go and file every charge in the world on their ass. Okay, and I mean that. Not only will they be off of YouTube, but they're going to have criminal charges. And y'all can call me police all damn day. Okay, because you can't let people just do anything to you and choose to ignore them thinking it's going to go away. When people do stupid shit, you need to put them in their place. Stop being weak-minded and scary. You know what I'm saying? Put their ass in a place when they sit up here and do defamation of character or accuse you of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because like if you're like for example, if you are have a good career, a good job, and someone is online making up lies about you because they think that they found evidence to support whatever theory that they're talking about, but they don't know for sure, and they saying things about you. If you have a good ass career, that can actually cause you to get your ass fired. You know what I'm saying? Without a job. Even if you don't, if you're dealing around with people, professional people, and just so happen they go to a, this a channel and see this, they're gonna start believing this stuff. So when people defame your character online or wherever, there's laws against that. And I don't understand why people online let people do this and don't do anything about it. But maybe they're criminals or something, or maybe they have a criminal past, or they're doing some type of some type of illegal activities. They may not want to go to the police. Maybe they're scared. I don't know. But I know one thing: a lot of people like to watch that type of bull crap. You know what I'm saying? But they won't be in people chats who talk about real stuff or do real content. You know what I'm saying? Because like even on like I said on Brenda's channel, it's fun to play those games and to listen to some of the topics that she talks about. Just like even when I watch Nate, the great podcaster, he talks about some really good topics all the daggone time. I mean, every time. You would think his chat would be filled up with people. You got some real good content creators that I be watching, and they do give out some good content. But I'm telling you, people like to watch foolishness, especially brown people. And this is one thing, you know what? That is one reason why some brown people stay in the position that they are in because they just want to watch foolishness all day. Now, granted, it's okay to watch foolishness a little bit, but not all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? Because even on my channel, at times I'll act silly, but not all the daggone time. You know what I'm saying? But I can never support, honestly, I can watch certain people channels and stuff and sit in the bushes, but I can't fully support a person who just do foolishness on their channel all the damn time and be lying. I cannot do that because to me, if you support that, it states a lot about your behavior and your character. You know, that's why I don't accept certain things that people give me, on their channels and stuff like that if I don't like the message that they're giving out. You know, so it just be a lot of bullshit, and that's just on everything. And I don't understand, why I like brown people why we like to entertain a lot of foolishness versus entertaining real stuff. You know, and I was like, when I started my talk stuff on my channel, I was like, I'm not gonna get up there and do no bull crap. Like I said, every now and then I'll play around, and sometimes I'll give you guys some conspiracy theories, like I did with the reptilian people, you know, um, and things like that. But I'm gonna tell you straight up, I'm not getting on my channel accusing anybody of anything unless I got concrete proof. And even then, I'm not, because you know why? Because I'm not a police officer. I don't need nobody knocking on my door or sending me, DEATH, did I spell it right? Threats or anything else, Because in this world today, people just don't mess with you. They mess with your children, your other relatives, and things like that. Just because you're not scared, it doesn't mean your relatives aren't. Okay. And just because you may think you're prepared, it doesn't mean your relatives are prepared. A lot of times people go to the weaker people and get them. You know what I'm saying? So YouTube for me is not worth all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. If I think somebody is guilty of something, um, I may say I think, but I'm not gonna say like I know 100%. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't know. And if I did know, I'm not telling you guys. You know what I'm saying? So why would I be telling you guys? If I'm actually trying to help somebody, I would tell the proper authorities, get it up on my YouTube page, telling y'all shit is not solving the problem. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing I don't understand. People be accusing people of all these crimes and stuff on YouTube, but they don't call the proper authorities to report any damn thing. If you're just accusing somebody and you claim you got proof and you're not calling the proper authorities, you're just as guilty as they are. Shit. If you know somebody is a RAPIST, okay, you're accusing them of this. You say you got evidence, but you're not calling the police. You're just as guilty as they are. Because what are you doing to stop them from RAPING someone? You're not stopping. You see what I'm saying? So you're just as guilty as they are. What are you doing? You to me, you're just saying this shit to get views and subscribers. Because you're not saying this to stop them from RAPING a person. You're just doing this shit for views and subscribers. And that's on everything. Because when you're actually trying to help people, you will call the police and report and show them what you got. See, it was one YouTuber that actually was investigating the case. And I talked about this YouTuber. And this YouTuber helped capture, I think, I can't remember, a killer or something, I can't remember. She actually did the work that it took to find out who actually murked this person or whatever the case is. And this person is incarcerated right now. So she was actually doing justice, okay? She wasn't just up on her YouTube channel talking about this, you know, and accusing people and not doing shit about it. You know what I'm saying? She actually reopened the case and everything and brought the person or people to justice. I talked about this lady a couple months ago who did that. The only YouTuber that I found proof of that actually solved the crime or helped solve the crime. Okay, she didn't just get up there and just talk about accusing people doing mock shit and all this other foolishness to get views and subscribers. She actually did what it took. Okay, and this lady do have a lot of subscribers and views, like up in the millions. So when you do stuff, when you talk about stuff, okay, you have proof and it's actually real. You know what I'm saying? You actually accomplish things. And then one of your rewards that you will get is that you will get more subscribers, more viewers, and things like that, because people will see the real work that you have done. You see, you can talk and accuse all damn day, but if you don't show any actions, what is it all for? You see what I'm saying? What is it all for? If you're going to tell somebody you're going to bring somebody down, you need to bring them down. Because if you're not showing any actions, why are you sitting up here pretending like you're going to bring somebody down when you know in reality you're not going to do a damn thing? You're just talking. You're just trying to get views and subscribers because you're not bringing nobody down. So I see that a lot of times here on YouTube. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was going to do like private investigative work on YouTube, first of all, I would probably go get my license. I'm just going to be perfectly honest about it. Honestly. You know what I'm saying? Just secondly, I'm not going to tell y'all everything. You don't need to know everything that I do because it's supposed to be like, you don't need to know. I'm just going to tell you certain things. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And leave it at that. Enough to keep you guys interested, but at the same time, to make sure that I can do my job efficiently. And that's just the way it should go. You know what I'm saying? Anytime when you call yourself an investigative reporter or whatever title you want to give yourself on YouTube, where you go around and you talk about cases and you try to help solve them, for me, you need to show actions, because anybody can talk a good game. If you're not showing actions, what's the point? Much like if you are in a relationship, right, and you're dating somebody and they promise you the world, right? They promising you the world and they just keep on making all these promises, but yet they're not showing any actions. It don't mean shit. You got to show actions. Just like when people tell people they love them, but they don't never show actions to show them that they love them, it don't mean shit. It shouldn't mean shit to you. You know what I'm saying? See, that's why y'all be in these messed up relationships and wasting your time because y'all believe everybody who tell you that they love you, but they're not showing it. You got to show actions. You got to. If you're not showing actions, what's the point of saying stuff? You know? It's just like when I'm telling you guys about medical stuff, right? On my channel. Okay, I'm telling you guys to eat healthy and shit, to exercise, to do face massages, body massages, and everything else. But yet, if I don't do it, what is the point of purpose of me telling you guys that? That's crazy. You know, you can clearly see even in that picture right there that the massaging and all that shit helps. You know what I'm saying? It helps. It slows down. Well, I'm not gonna say it. Well, yeah, it does slows down. You know, some aging things. You know that you may go through. It really does. You know, it lessens certain things. You know, so that's the proof right there. You know, from what you see in me when you see me on video or in videos or pictures or whatever the case is. You know, you got to have proof when you're showing people stuff. You got to have proof when you're talking about your solving cases. You have to have proof when you're accusing people of things. And I don't understand why y'all let people accuse y'all of things on YouTube and you just ignore it and think it's going to go away. With some people it don't go away. They just keep on and keep on and keep on. And these are the type of people you need to put in their damn places when they do that. You can't honestly, with some things you can't let people get away with it. With some things in life you can, but with some things in life you cannot let people get away with certain things because when they do, y'all, I'm telling you, they take advantage and they just keep on doing the shit over and over and over again. So for me, I cannot run a channel like that. I cannot be like that. And I cannot deal with people who are fake like that. Point blank. And like even here on YouTube, you know, I was like, if I was rich as ever, like if I had some millions and millions of dollars, child, I'm gonna be perfectly honest, it'd be a lot of stuff going on because it's a lot of stuff that I see that I don't like. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I just don't, you know, and that's exactly why I don't think I could ever you know, I could be on YouTube, right? But I can't ever depend on YouTube in regards to like some people do for income. I could be a huge YouTuber, right? And I don't think I could ever like depend on YouTube like some people do because I am like a outspoken woman, okay? If I see something that I don't like, I may say something. And then I'm gonna just be perfectly honest with you. YouTube probably wouldn't like it. So that's why I don't think I could ever be like some people be on YouTube. They be like all into it, you know, especially some of these big YouTubers who make some real money. I'm not talking about these little mediocre YouTubers. I'm talking about real YouTubers who make some really big ass money. You know, they got to play the game in order to be in the game. Me, I can play the game a little bit, but I speak up when I don't like certain things or if I see stuff that's not unfair and that may not work too good. You know what I'm saying? For me, you know, when in regards to being on YouTube like that, if I was like a real big YouTuber, I would basically have to be quiet because there's a lot of stuff I don't be liking that I see. You know, like I'll just tell y'all one, you know, like one in particular is this right here. Um, I always wonder, but I guess they talking about the people, the sponsors and stuff. They may not like it because I always be saying on my videos, how is it that YouTube will stop you from saying RAPE, but yet they will allow people to get up here and dox each other or to threaten each other or to do weird shit online. How do they allow that to happen? But yet you can't say certain words. And if I could actually call them up and talk to them, I would ask them that because I really want to know that answer. Because how is that? You know what? They have had cases where like little kids have been talked about on harassed on YouTube by other kids talking about them. body shaming them and things like that. And the kids have committed, you know what? You even have had grown people do certain things on YouTube because other people have done stuff to them. So why is it that they allow certain things like doxing and people arguing and calling each other names and all types of stuff, but you can't say words like RAPE? How does that make sense? And then another thing I wanted to ask YouTube too is, how is it that you show videos where people are doing nothing but foolishness the whole entire time? I mean, almost like porno and shit and things like that. But yet, if somebody flashed a picture that's partially naked, you know, you can get in trouble. But yet they can let people do weird shit up on their channels. Why is that? That doesn't even make no sense. It does not make no sense. So I'm glad that I'm not like super, 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 super rich, because honestly, I would be questioning all that, because it's weird, you know, it's very strange to me how they allow certain things, but yet certain things they don't allow. And that's just kind of strange to me. You know, that's why I say I could never like really like be all into the money type thing on YouTube. Because if you don't play their game, hey Tony Vance, thank you so much for coming by. Y'all show Tony some support, y'all, and check him out. If you don't play by the game, you're not gonna be in the game. And so since I don't play by the game all the time, that's why I don't ever take it like some people do. You know, that's how I can be on here since 2015, right? I've been on YouTube since 2015, but I have never taken it seriously. You know, I just do it for fun. You know what I'm saying? I just started looking at it more serious since I've been doing these lives and stuff. And then at times I'll be like, damn, I don't even know if I'm gonna do these lives because I don't be having time to. You know what I'm saying? Like tonight, I didn't feel like doing this video. You know, but since I always wanted to have a talk show, but I was scared to do it because I'm kind of shy, camera shy. That's the reason why I couldn't do it. So I was like, damn, this is the next best thing to it. But you still got to play the game a little bit. Because if you say the wrong thing on YouTube, then your channel could be down. You know, so you got to play the game somewhat. You know what I'm saying? But just in case you don't want to play the game, you can't be dependent on this stuff. And so that's why I'll never be dependent on it, because I'm not gonna be taking out playing all that shit that other people play. You know what I'm saying? And if I was super rich, I would start my own thing up. I really would. You know what I'm saying? I would start it up. And another person I would go head to head with is Uber Eats and Lyft and all of them. And I wish we would have did go for you back in 2003 when I was telling, you know, my soon to be ex, let's do a driving business where we go pick up people and take them to do their errands and take them wherever they need to go and charge them a fee and stuff. You know, if he would have did that, no telling, you know, how far that would have. And the name of the service would have been Go For You. Okay. And see, that's why you cannot be scared to try stuff either, you know, because just think, if he would have did what I asked him to do back in 2003, we would have had probably been so successful, it would have been ridiculous. And y'all would not have, I mean, Lyft and Uber Eats and Uber would still be out there, but they would have had a hell of a competition, because my ass would not run my stuff like they run theirs. And that's on everything. You know what I'm saying? And just like if I was like super rich, there's a lot of shit I'll be attacking Uber about. Uber Eats, I really would be, you know. But when you're not super rich, you got to kind of play the game. That's why I keep on saying that. You know, you got to play that game. When you got money, one thing the Illuminati had correct when I was reading that the other night is they're right when they said it's only two people, rich and poor. That's it, rich and poor. And they was like, when you're poor, you can't do too much. But when you're rich, you can do a whole bunch because you got that money to back you up. Okay? So Listen to what I just said. I said if I was super rich, and I'm not talking about like no $1 million or nothing like that. I'm saying super rich. If I was super rich, I would tell you straight up that I would do a go for you service and give Lyft and Uber a run for their money. And not only would I do that, I would also try to do my own internet, like a YouTube thing, but it would be mine. Okay, and I would do it a whole different way. Because how the hell can you allow people to shake their asses on YouTube, but if somebody put up a picture of themselves in a bikini, you want to say it's photobombing? How? Or how can you get upset if I say RAPE on my channel, but other people get on their channels and cuss each other out, calling each other bitchs and all this stuff? How is that even possible? That's weird. So those are the things that, like I said, I'm not one of those type of people who follow the pack. Okay. I'm just not. I never been like that. I always been like a leader anyway. I guess I got that from my dad. You know what I'm saying? Because he fought for civil rights and things like that. Even though he's from the islands and stuff, when he came to America, whatever the case it is, that's what he fought for. And I think some of those genes rubbed off on me and stuff and everything. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff that I don't like. I just don't, and I don't agree with. And it's just plainly weird how certain things are being done on YouTube. It's just a lot of stuff I disagree with. I'm just be perfectly honest. Even to pay a lot of things, just like with Uber Eats, I do not agree with that shit they do. How they take 60% and give drivers 40%. Who does this? Who does this? And they do all types of weird shit. When I stop doing Uber Eats, I'm gonna write them a long ass message and I'm gonna let them know about all the shit they do. Okay, and I know nothing probably won't be done, but I'm still gonna let them know. When more people start speaking up against stuff and stop being scared that they're gonna lose their little money, I'm telling you, these people will start making changes. Just like on YouTube, same thing, but people be too scared. I'm not scary. I'm not scary. I'm more scared to get on TV to do interviews and things like that, on camera and stuff, but I'm not scared to stand up for, certain things, you know, period. And I don't know why some people be scared to stand up. I just don't. They just let people do any damn thing they want to. You know what I'm saying? I have never been like that. You mess with me, I'm messing with you back. I'm messing with you back. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't be playing all that stuff. I don't mess with people, but I don't expect for nobody to be messing with me, and that's on everything. You know. But for real, people got to learn how to speak up and start, you know, just speaking up, and doing what they need to do. Because if you don't speak up, you let people run over you. In the long run, you're gonna see what's gonna happen. Because you can't let people do that. You just can't. And I know that firsthand. You can't. But and that's why so many people are influenced by con artists and scammers and people who, you know, operate cults and things like that because they like to prey upon people who are weak minded. You know what I'm saying? They really do. People who are going through personal struggles or, you know, have it difficult, you know, or lonely or crazy or whatever the case is. That's what they do. They're not going to prey upon somebody who seem to be strong because they know that person is going to question everything. Some people hate that I ask a lot of questions because I was, it's so funny. Somebody was doing something for me. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, okay? But they was doing something for me. So I had called somebody else up asking them a bunch of questions. And the person was telling me, just stop asking all them damn questions. You don't have to know all the ins and outs of anything. And I was like, yes, I do. If somebody telling me they're going to help me do something, I want to know everything they're going to do. Okay, point blank. I don't go into stuff blind and you don't know what you're talking about. And the person didn't agree with me. And I was like, okay, you don't have to agree with me. But if I'm giving somebody some money, I need to know what the hell you're talking about. Okay, point blank, and what everything that you're basically doing that's pertaining to me. Okay, I mean maybe you let people do things for you and you don't question them. Okay, but I want to know what's up because I need to make sure your ass is not doing anything illegal. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not gonna have me in trouble, and that's on everything. So I don't think the person liked the fact that I was questioning everything. They love to call me police because I always like to question everything. But people better learn how to question stuff. That's why a lot of people are in jail right now doing shit, thinking people are being legit and they be lying. Okay? And next thing you know, you be the one that get in trouble. That ain't none of me. Anything somebody tell me and I think it's too good to be true, I need to find out exactly what you're talking about. I need to know the ins and outs. I need to know everything so I can make my decision. Because you got a lot of people who be running all types of scams and shit. And that's on everything. Your ass be the one that's in trouble. You know what I'm saying? For that bullshit they be doing. So I'm like, mm-mm. So the person got mad because I was asking all them questions and shit. She was pissed about it. And then the other lady called me today and I was asking her a bunch of questions too, and all that texting and shit. That's another thing too. I don't. How are you trying to do a business transaction with me, right? And you're doing a bunch of texting. I'm like, call me up on the phone. Well, you can't talk on the phone. That's another red flag right there. You don't want to talk on the phone. You just want to text. That's crazy as hell. You just texting, texting, texting. You can explain stuff better if you talk to a person, directly over the phone or do FaceTime or whatever the case is. Not all this damn texting. And then I was asking the other person, do you know this other person? You ever met this person? She claims she has. So we'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna do this little thing with her though, because it sounds kind of sketchy and shit and stuff like that. And then plus, like I said, all that texting, the other person claimed that she does know the other person, you know, but hell, I don't know her. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I like to ask questions, because people will have you believe in shit. It don't even be what they saying. You know what I'm saying? They be lying, in other words. Shit. So you got to question people. You can't be going into stuff blind, because people will have your ass without money or incarcerated, or somebody be trying to come out there to murk you or something. You know what I'm saying? Or either somebody be mad. So you need to be asking people questions. You don't go into anything blindly. People who don't like you to ask questions anyway, a lot of times they be shaky and shit, or they be doing illegal stuff, because I don't understand why a person would want you to ask them questions, especially if you get ready to give them some money. That's crazy. Why wouldn't you want me to ask questions? I'm not gonna give you no money and I don't know shit you doing. Don't even understand what the person is doing. You know what I'm saying? Why would I be giving you money? Please. So when people don't want you to ask them questions about anything, then you need to raise a side eye at them, because that's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you go for a job and a job don't want you to ask them any questions about the position, well, you don't need to be working for them, because you don't know what they're gonna have you doing. You don't know how much you're gonna make, how long you have to work. You don't know about your working conditions or anything. You're gonna start the job blindly and don't know anything about it. That's stupid. So that's with any business transactions or any type of transactions or any type of matter. You should be asking questions. Hell, even when you meet people to date, you should be asking these people questions. This is why so many people meet these weirdos and they don't know anything about them. you know Please, how these women, y'all, begin praying about dudes, don't know a damn thing about them. That's crazy as hell. How can you not know anything about a dude that you pregnant by? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that. You know why they don't know? Because they don't ask questions. They don't ask questions and they don't observe. You need to observe, and you definitely need to ask questions, because if you don't, you're gonna mess around and get yourself messed up. You know, and a lot of people again who do cults and stuff, cult leaders and weird ass people like that, they prey upon people who don't question shit. You know what I'm saying? Who act like they just accept any old damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Weak ass people. You know, that's why I don't like to be around weak people, because weak people will have you messed up. Weak people will have you in situations. Weak people will tell on your ass. Okay. So you got to get strong people. Weak people will leave you there and they'll be running and take it off. You know what I'm saying? Shit, please. Can't be weak out here. You got to be stronger. Weak people always be behind. And that's on everything. When y'all be watching these movies and they be showing you that in the movies, trust me, you better be paying attention to it. Because some of those movies be giving you signs, you know what I'm saying? Telling you what's to come. Like, if, for example, if it's ever a real major disaster, how most people will act. And that's why you can't be weak. Or if aliens are real, just say if it was an alien attack, how most people will be acting, especially these weak ass people. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take heed to all this stuff. And you can't be weak out here in this world today. You got to be a little strong. You know what I'm saying? You got to. Because weak people, they just be actually shit. They just, it's just not good to be like that. Okay, point blank. Because I don't even want to say anything really negative about them. It's just not good to be like that. Oh, let's see. Let's see if I covered all the news stories I wanted to. The only thing that I did have to tell you guys about is Nipsey Hussle. All right, let's see. And you know what? Actually, um, it was another. It was actually two dudes that I had met. I don't know. It may have been the same dude because I think he was telling me about Nipsey and Dolph. I think it was the same dude. It was this white dude who was telling me about both of them. And I actually got it confused. I got it backwards. He had told me that Nipsey rapped about stuff that was really, really deep. That's what he said. He just said that, hey, Iceman, y'all check out Iceman and show him some love and support and tell him that Shade Stoops at you. That's what he said. He said Nipsey was the one that rapped really, really deep. And he just said he liked Dolph. That's what he said. Let's see. Yeah, I've been doing pretty good. What about yourself? Let me get that story on Nipsey though, because I won't get this backwards. Um, it was about Lauren London. Let's see. I think they said she wouldn't be getting. They put a hold on his estate. I think. Let me see. Let me make sure I got that right because I was reading it and I made a mistake and deleted the actual article. I didn't save it. This is not the one right here. Let's see. What did they say about this man? It was just on the daggone. Um, damn it! It was just on the thing yesterday. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna see if I can find that story real quick. Oh, here it is right here. I knew that I was watching this. I mean, I was reading this the other day and I thought I had saved it, but I didn't. But anyway, it says Nipsey Hussle's children inheritance payment delayed after songwriter accuses late rapper estate of owing her money. So their money is on, hold on. It's all these daggone ads. Shit. Hold on, y'all. So it says here that their payments are delayed. All right, let's see who's the songwriter. So y'all know his two kids were named his sole beneficiaries after his tragic unaliving in March of 2019. He was only 33 years old. Anyway, his family suffered a small setback in court after a judge delayed approving a final report submitted by the estate after a songwriter rushed to court over alleged money owed. According to court documents obtained by RadarOnline.com, a Los Angeles Superior Court judge said that additional evidence or additional documentation is required to grant Nipsey's brother Black Sam's request to close the probate case. Hold on, these all these damn acts. Hold on. The court set a hearing for March where Sam can present further documents to the judge. Sam was appointed administrator of Nipsey's estate following his 2019 unaliving. The rapper left behind two children, a daughter named Imani, who he had with his ex girlfriend Tanisha Foster, and a son named Cross, who he had with his girlfriend Lauren London. As we first reported in October 2023, Sam submitted a final report that explained he handled all outstanding debts and creditor claims. He said he had reviewed all of Nipsey's property and assets, which were worth around $11 million. Imani and Cross are expected to be paid around $5 million each and will continue to receive payments for the remainder of their life. A couple of weeks later, a songwriter named Taslima Yassin filed an objection to the final report being approved and the payouts being made. Yassin originally filed a creditor's claim against the estate in 2019. The songwriter claimed she worked on a song called the hell. Hold on. These daggone ads be killing me. Anyway, the song is called "Hustle and Motivation" with Nipsey in 2016. The track was released months before the rapper's unaliving. Hold on. In 2022, Yassin and Sam reached a deal in the dispute. Yassin claimed Sam agreed to award her 10% share of the master sound recording. In addition, she said she was to be paid $35,000. In January, Yassin filed her objection to the final report. She claimed that Sam had breached the deal they reached by failing to pay her the full amount. She said she only received $16,000. Anyway, the opposing party has thus far delayed the fulfillment of their obligations under the contract, and consequently, they are in breach of its terms, Yassin claimed. The original agreement with the estate is deemed void due to multiple breaches. Mrs. Yassin no longer seeks enforcement of this breach agreement. Instead, she is seeking damages as a result of these breaches and wishes to negotiate a new agreement that will protect her interests moving forward. In court documents, Yassin claims she didn't mean to cause the family any trouble. She said, "My intention is not to burden the court or cause any distress to the involved family. My sole aim is to pursue a fair and just resolution. I am wholeheartedly committed to fully engaging with court's procedures, attending all hearings, and providing any additional necessary information. Considering these facts, I earnestly request the court to consider my objection and expedite the proceedings for a swift resolution." Okay, so now that will cause a delay in the kids' inheritance payments. That's tripped out. But yes, she says she's not trying to cause any type of problems, but yes, she is. That is crazy. Thank you, Iceman. You been sick? Oh wow, man. I mean, that's sad. Hopefully you're feeling better. The only thing that I've been tackling is this daggone allergic reaction. You know, this allergy, this allergic reaction that I got when I went to the doctor a couple of weeks ago and stuff. When I got my ultrasound, because I'm allergic to the gel they use, the ultrasound gel. So yeah, I've been dealing with that. I had a cold too, Iceman, but I take vitamin D3, vitamin C, magnesium, turmeric with curcumin, and all that stuff in my nutrition shake, and my cold did not. I mean, I still cough but not like, I wasn't like aching or anything like that, but for one day. And so I did pretty good. And, all those vitamins and stuff that I take and everything, I think that helped it and stuff. The only thing I've been dealing with that's been annoying is this damn allergy and stuff. That's about it. But I hope you feel better, hon. I really do. Because colds ain't no joke. You know, they can really have you messed up. But yeah, getting back to the story, yeah, this is a damn trip. She claims she didn't want to cause the family any stress, but yet it really is. You know what I'm saying? Because it's delaying the inheritance payments. Because both of the kids get $5 million apiece, and I guess they're gonna pay them a certain amount every month, I guess, until for the rest of their life. But I'm sure they got more than $5 million. $5 million is not gonna last for the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? At least I don't think it would. But it is what it is. But if I get any more updates on that, I will let you guys know, about that and stuff. And the person that was accused of, who was charged for unaliving him, got 60 years in prison. I also seen the update on, what's his name? God, what is the dude's name from, what is that rapper's name who got murked a couple years ago? Who was part of, what is the name of the Run DMC? That's what I'm talking about. Jam Master Jay, right? That's his name. Anyway, they're doing the jury selection regarding that situation. Okay. I was just reading that yesterday as well. And I don't know why I did not save the story, so I could tell you guys. And what year did that dude get murked? That was like a while ago, and they just not doing the jury selection. Let me see if I can pull that story up real quick. Jam Master J, right? Jam Master J jury selection. Let me see if I remember that correctly. Let's see. Yeah, that is right. Jury selection begins in Jam Master J case. What year did he get unalive? And let me see. Let me see right now. So they believe a narcotics deal gone wrong. That's why he got murked. So let's see. So that was in 2002, and they're just not going to trial. That is crazy. How long ago was that? 2002, 2012, 22. That is crazy. Yep, he got unalive in October 2002. Ronald Washington, 59, is charged alongside Carl Jordan, 40, who was 18 when he allegedly gunned down Jam Master Jay in his recording studio. Let's see. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Let me see something real quick. I'm not going to go over this story right here. Let me just see what they're talking about. So they were charged with murder while engaged in cocaine trafficking, according to the indictment from the Eastern District of New York that also charged the two with drug offenses. ABC reported in 2020. Jordan was arrested in 2020 after allegedly attempting to sell drugs to an undercover law enforcement officer. Washington was in prison on a prior robbery case when he was indicted. Both have pleaded not guilty. Anyway, they said police never released a motive for Jam Master Jay's unaliving, but federal prosecutors said as they indicted Washington and Jordan in 2020 that the motive for the killing resulted from Jay's previous acquisition of approximately 10 kilograms of cocaine from a narcotic supplier in the Midwest. Wow. So they was going to intend to just put out that stuff, the cocaine in Maryland by Washington, Jordan, and other co-conspirators. That's what prosecutors previously said. The jury chosen in Brooklyn federal court to hear the case will be anonymous. Opening statements are scheduled for January the 29th. A third person, Jay Bryant, was also charged in the murder of the hip hop star in May 2023. Wow. His lawyer successfully argued for his case to be served from the other two who has pled guilty. This is crazy, man. So jury selection begins in trial of men accused in the murder of Run DMC Jam Master Jay. So that's why they did that to him, because they try to say that he was doing cocaine stuff or something, if I understood that correctly. That's crazy, man. That is tripped out. I'm just reading through this again, y'all. Hold on for a second. Oh, wow. Well, that's what they, okay. So they were engaged in cocaine trafficking. So that whole thing was due to drugs. That is crazy, man. So you mean to tell, I'm reading this correctly, you mean to tell me the Jam Master Jay, was he buying cocaine or they was getting ready to sell it? Because it says engage in cocaine trafficking, so that means that they was going to put it out. That is crazy. So that's why they did that. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, he was, because it says right here, he got the 10 kilograms of cocaine from a narcotic supplier in the Midwest. That is crazy. Y'all know I just not really looked at that case like that. I actually sat down and read it, because before I never sat down and read about that or anything. So that's what that was about. Man, like I said, y'all, you got to stay away from certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, you can put yourself in situations, you know what I'm saying, that can actually, be the end of you, or whatever the case is. So you got to watch it. And that's just on everything. Damn, I didn't even know this though. Let's see. Yeah, for the other two. So, yeah, this is his earlier trial to start on Monday in Brooklyn with jury selection. That is tripped out. And boy, it don't even seem like that was that long ago either, but actually it was 2002, man. I was still in the ATL back then. But when I do get some more updates on that, I will be letting you guys know about that case and stuff, as well as everything else that I went over. And as far as Rashad Jamal, I don't know if he's going to be free from his child molestation sentence. Okay. But I will let you, I'll keep you guys posted on that as well. Like I said, they are signing a petition online or wherever they have it at. And I forgot how many signatures they have already. They have some signatures. I forgot how many it was. I told you guys the other day how many it was, to try to get him freed from his charges. I don't see that being in his future, but anything can be possible. And then let's see, what else did I talk about? And then I talked about Gotti. If I get any more updates on him, I'll let you guys know, as well as Keefe D, because this court case don't start until June, I think. But if anything happened in between that time, of course, I'm gonna let you guys know about that. Keep you updated. And then like tomorrow, guys, I'm gonna tell you about this former French astronaut who said before he attempted SUICIDE, he said, Earth must be warned. And warned of what? And then I also found another story about Buzz Aldrin. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. He said something about their ships were far superior to ours. We were warned. Okay. So we got two different people who said that we need to be warned. What are they talking about? So I don't know if I'm going to talk about that tomorrow or Wednesday. I got to figure out how I want to talk about all this stuff. But I'm pretty sure that's dealing with some aliens. Okay, it sounds like it is. I don't know for sure because I haven't read it completely, but we're going to talk about that. And then, like I said before, we're going to talk about the child support thing and tie that in with Jenny Mae's demands, doing her and Jeezy's divorce thing. All right. Other than that, guys, we are getting ready to get out of here. I hope you enjoyed this live tonight. I'm just looking through stuff. I'm going to also give you guys, I don't know, I thought I went over this already. Hold on, let me check something real quick, y'all. I thought I went over this article before already. I don't know for sure, though. Let's see, I don't think I did. I may go over this article, let you guys know about the 9 or 10 celebrities who try to expose the Illuminati. I may tell y'all about that as well. I don't think I did tell you guys about that because I would have took it off my phone if I did. I got a lot of topics this week, so be looking out for it and stuff. I also got a video. I'm going to save this for you guys too. I also got another video I want to show you about a Tesla car that detected mysterious figures swarming a graveyard. I'm going to show y'all that video sometime this week as well, okay? And then I think that covers every day, though. Hold on. Let me take this damn thing off here, too, so I won't do that story again. Hold on. Let me just check something real quick, y'all. Hold on. Before we get out of here. Oh, that was that right there. I had this saved in a different thing. It was there the whole time about Nipsey Hussle. Wait a minute. Let me just take this story off here. It was entitled. So we're going to go over, I'm going to show you the eerie moments a Tesla car detected a mysterious figure swarming graveyard this week. I'm going to go over, I'm probably going to do a whole live about the astronaut who cried out the earth must be warned before he committed SUICIDE, because we want to know what was he warning us about, what was he talking about. And then I'm going to also talk about what Buzz Aldrin said He said their ships were far superior to ours. We were warned. I definitely want to know what he's talking about. So we're going to do that together for a live. And then I'm going to talk about the child support thing. Um, Tie that in with Jenny Mae. We'll do that as a live. And then I said I was going to also do a live on, let me see what it's called. Would you date? I forgot what the hell I did with it. Would you date a person that engages in illegal activities? And would you date a person who strips, who is a call girl or a prostitute? We're going to do a live on that. And that live is probably going to be on Friday for every Friday. So all the rest of the week, we should have some pretty good, interesting lives. So make sure y'all come by to check them out. I'm going to try to do some of these lives earlier and then just repeat it or something like that. Or do part 2 at the nighttime for y'all night owls. That's what I'm going to try to do and stuff. All right. Other than that, guys, we're getting ready to get out of here. I forgot that I have to go get my breaks done in the morning and stuff. So I'm getting ready to go ahead and take a shower so I can go to bed on time so I can get up because I got to get up early and go. I want to say thank you to, hold on. We're going to do roll call. Thanks to Carl is here for coming by showing support. Thanks to President Six Dub Gaming. Y'all go check him out and show him some support. All right. Let's see who else we got here. I want to say thank you to Tony Bands. Y'all check Tony out and show some support to him. I want to say thank you to Iceman. Y'all show Iceman some support and show some love to him as well. All right. And I think that's about it. Let me make sure I got everybody. I think that's it. And thank you to everybody in the bushes for checking me out tonight or whenever. I mean, y'all check me out tonight, okay? And thanks to everybody who watches this in replay. All right. I appreciate all of y'all views and support. And thanks to everybody who was in the chat as well. Y'all don't forget to let me go back to don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoy this content. Also hit the bell notifications so you can be notified of any upcoming videos and subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed. Again, thumbs up, subscribe, and bell. All right. And if you want to show support to this channel, you can also do a cash out to $Shades2. I always forget to do this every night. I forget all about it. And thank you in advance for that. Let me take this down. I'm wishing you guys a very blessed night. All right. And a blessed tomorrow. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. It probably won't be no early live. It'll probably be a late live tomorrow again because I got a lot of stuff to do in the morning and stuff. Like namely going to get my breaks done and then dealing with this allergic reaction and going to work. So I'll probably do a live tomorrow night. All right. And I don't know which one I'm going to do tomorrow yet, but I will know. I forgot. I'm going to do another one too on 5 people who got unalive while being on social media. So I don't know if I'm going to do that tomorrow or what, but you guys will see. You'll know. All right. So other than that, guys, y'all have a good night and I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right. And thanks again for tuning into Shades2. Peace out.